recipient of alternate Nobel Prize about 20 years ago, apart from Padma Shri. Can you imagine, you are so actually lucky, this batch of 2018, the last batch of 1997 curriculum, I can understand that. After that, it is actually competency-based curriculum in 2019 onwards. That's why I was checking out, this one thing. And because of my association also, when I was the Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University Health Sciences, he was the task force chairperson, I am one of the members. And certain things actually we brought out in that task force with Dr. Maya and then Dr. Nagalati Math, and then Sharda Pete is there in Tumkur, I think Swamiji is there. And amongst all those things, one is the one at that time in 99, and the task force has recommended sanitary napkin for adolescents. It's one of its kind in the whole world. You just imagine 1999 itself, the Karnataka task force has recommended, it has become actually a part of the government policy now. This morning. Look at the another actually chief guest today sitting amongst us. And I had the chance of, I don't know whether I actually taught him a little bit ophthalmology or not, I have no idea. Probably. And 1974 batch is Dr. Prema. She joined KMC Hubli. I was teaching in KMC Hubli in 77. Probably she joined in 74. I was transferred to Mysore in 1977. I missed out. But so what a coincidence. That's what I said. Life is a matter of actually incidences and coincidences. I was the Vice Chancellor of Aditya University between 2018 and 22. And probably 2 years back, 2.5 years back, I was 78 years old at that point of time. That means you go back to 21. And we had the occasion to visit actually Agni Raksha. That too, through her student, plastic surgeon Naveen, and he was the actually head of the department of Aditya University, plastic surgery department. He did MCH under Dr. Prema, under Prema Dhanraj, and he said that his madam, actually running a non-government organization, I being associated with Lions International, still I am alive, and he took me to her place in Jivu. And I was quite moved and touched, not only after listening to her, because I had the occasion to visit that place, not knowing that it was my birthday. That was the 78th birthday of mine. I think they came to me accidentally. And I think every one of you, if you get a chance to visit that place, Agni Raksha in Bangalore, it is worth visiting. You will have your lifetime experience of what is giving. What is giving, you are going to learn there, because it doesn't happen. It's very unique and distinctiveness. I think even Dr. Prema Dhanraj also, that thing, it's very unique and then very distinctive, and it's one of its kind in the world. That means you are so lucky, all of us are so lucky that we are the two best actually chief guests in this day. That's why I said, and it is red letter day for me, and my day is made. I will not want to take much of your time. Only thing for the outgoing graduates, and congratulations, and you have been very successful. Your parents also I compliment for the effort they have made in putting you there. Only few things. I will take another actually 3 minutes for you. 3 minutes for you. What is learning all about? Learning to know, learning to work together, and then learning to do. That is skills. The learning to work together, that means team concept, and learning to be a good human being. We had two role models today, one in the morning, one in the actually afternoon, how a doctor could be very humane, and then they have dedicated their life into the service of humanity. What more you want? You have the role models, you have the role models. Then what comes is that, what is that you try to do? That is knowledge, skills, and value systems and attitude. That becomes your next batch of students. The competency-based medical education is that you have, abundant knowledge, requisite skills, and appropriate attitude with value systems. That's the one thing I want to say. Then what are the actually challenges of medical practice? Very, very important, because some of you become a public health person, some of you will be having medical practice, some of you will join medical schools as teachers, some of you will be researchers. You can join any other and domain also. But you have to face certain challenges in medical practice. You have to be very alert, especially these days of actually technological development. Medicine started as an art of medicine. It became a science of medicine. Now it is technology has become it. Because technology has overtaken the entire life of ours. You have to be very cautious. You cannot be careless. You cannot be casual. And there is no space for carelessness. Then comes error in actual decision making. Then comes error in judgments, negligence, then criminal negligence, and deficiency of services. Because I was the member of the Central Ethics Committee of MCI between 2010 and 12 for 27 months are there. Every monthly meeting I used to go from Kolar. It is so very important. These are the certain areas as a medical practitioner or as a professional, you have to actually look into that. You have to look into that. You have to very, very carefully put it. If there is negligence and you have to go under professional misconduct of your certification authority, is the IMC now. Then if there is a criminal negligence on our part during or doing the job, you end up with a police case and you have to face that police. And we have seen sometimes doctors are being arrested. And if there is a deficiency of service, then it comes under consumer forum, and the registered practitioner is not answerable, but the owner of the hospital has to answer that up, because deficiency of service belongs to the owner of the hospital. All these issues you have to keep in mind. To be very, very successful doctor, you have to be competent, you have to cure patients, you have to care for patients, you should have excellent communication skills, you should be very compassionate, with passion should be there. Have the and then counseling capacities. Your conduct and character is so very important. Consent and informed consent is so very important. Most of the cases are due to lack of taking proper informed consent. Maintain confidentiality, and there must be an unwritten contractual agreement between the patient and the doctor. These are the 10 commandments of medical practice you do. Look into these areas of what you are able to do that one, and very, very important. If you, apart from that, interdisciplinary education, that includes medical education also, then our curriculum, I think Dr. Sarla is sitting here actually, and then academic director of academics, she is making notes there little carefully. I think she is not hearing for the first time. What is important is that our curriculum, including medical, we should have the multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary component, and the people should look into it. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics, 3D printing, cloud computing, nanoscience, the computational biology you should know, biotechnology to be able to have something, and then what's called as bioinformatics you'll be able to know, robotics. Have some idea about robotics, and these are the certain areas, and then Ayurvedic biology. These are the intermediate subjects, because in the entire designing of the curriculum, we should have the must know or must do, then desirable to know, and the last part is that probably 10 to 20% of the last part could be an interdisciplinary. It may be engineering components or pharmacy component, nursing component, or Ayurvedic components are there. This is what is called as, I think, futuristic medical education is there. We have to be prepared for that. And with these few words, once again, and to be very, very successful as a doctor, please have clarity of mind, then purity of heart. Third one is dexterity of your hands. You should be very, very skillful. Be sincere and honest and humble also. I think I learned from Dr. Prema. You should have actually compassion, passion with compassion.
At the time, what unfortunately, like morning Dr. Sudarshan sir was telling, some of you, after all this hard work, again go for a civil service. I think please don't do any one of you. This is a noble profession. And this is a call given by the God, what Dr. Prema Dhanraj has said. That whatever happens, the God has got a definite will and way to guide you. I think you have to take this noble profession. Very good be a clinical. It all depends upon, even if you choose a clinical field, you have seen like how Dr. Sudarshan, just with an MBBS, taking the need, looking after the really needy people, he would achieve what he wanted in life and he could do the good social service. It's not what the degrees it matters, I think it's the compassion, empathy, your determination, dedication. Most of the civil servants retire and after that no work. But being a doctor, even if you are not able to do surgery, but you can definitely advise. And I think take this as a no percent said are interested in academic, only 5% are pure research. But I think India with the large clinical material, we should not depend on the material from the West. We should generate our own material, research material, and we should be the role model, or we should give all the statistics to the world what is happening. Because there are certain diseases which are unique to developing countries, which developed countries like US, UK cannot produce. I request at least some of you bright students who are coming out, take research also as one of your life, so that we can definitely do. I think you could hear from one of the alumni, after MBBS he has taken genetics and then how he has excelled in life. I think some of you should do research as a career, some of you should choose an academics as a career, and even if you cannot get a PG, but still in your own remote places, villages, you can definitely do practice. I think both speakers from morning convocation and evening graduation, both of the speakers have given very good message. I think this you should remember in your lifetime. I think all of you, like I generally tell, for each person you have a 24 hours, 8 hours for your work, 8 hours for your sleep. Next 8 hours you should utilize for 3S, 3H, 3F. You should have a good 3F is you should take care of your family, your friends, and you should have a faith in God. And 3H, you should take care of your health, hygiene, and each one of you should develop a good one hobby, whichever you like. I think that you should do it. Another third part is 3S, that is one, you should have a spiritual mentality of the mind, and you should do some service. Another important S is always smile. Keep a smile, because problems comes and goes. You could see from Dr. Prematan, life is not like a road full of roses. There are a lot of thorns, but always keep smiling, have a positive thinking. You can definitely be successful in your life. And I think being a medical profession, first and foremost, all of you should develop good communication skills that might not be taught in your theory classes. That will come only after you interact with the patients. Each one of you will learn. I think each patient will teach you medicine, each patient will teach you communication skills. That if you learn